guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another one of my videos today. So I wanted to keep today's video topical again of what we're experiencing as a collective right now. So I really wanted to talk with you guys today about how to navigate uncertain times and how we can feel peace and ease as much as possible during these uncertain times, during lockdown, and during times where we're like, what the hell? How can we navigate that? And I did a video last week as well about what kind of things you can be doing using this time, how to navigate anxiety. So go and watch that video as well if you want more tips on dealing with the fear and anxiety, or even what you can be doing throughout this time as well. So really my first tip to feeling at ease as much as possible and feeling peace and to navigate these uncertainties. And I don't just mean this with coronavirus and with lockdown. You can use these tips in any area of your life today and forevermore, but certainly now in these times, like these tips specifically, I found have really helped me, and I know have helped others as well. So turn towards the light. Now, what I mean by turning towards the light is positivity in a way, but I didn't want to name it positivity because it feels almost odd to say just be positive, because it's like you can't just be positive during these times. There are lots of people who really are struggling to just be positive, and I felt almost as well like just being positive kind of takes away from a lot of the seriousness of what's happening, and also I feel it dismisses people's valid emotions. So that's what I mean by turning towards the light, is turning towards the light. So in two forms. One, you can still go outside, whether that's in your garden, whether that's in a park by yourself, make sure you are getting actual sunlight. We're very lucky here in the UK. We're having a very good sunny spell at the moment. So praise the Lord for that. I am super grateful, and I'm super blessed to be able to have a garden as well that I can go and sit in, go and work in, go and read a book in, because vitamin D and sunlight is so good for the immune system and so good for boosting your moods. You get a nice tan from it as well. And, being amongst nature is so, so important, connecting, grounding yourself into this present moment. So turn towards the light physically by going outside as much as you possibly can in a safe way, obviously, and absorbing the sunlight, the light in that sense, but also turning towards the light in your emotions as well, in your vibrations. So, what practices do feel like light to you right now? Is that meditation? Is that doing gratitude? Is that doing some yoga? Is that doing your own fitness routine? What will bring you light right now? What feels light to you? And ask yourself that question, because it's not a case of like, what feels the most positive to you right now? Just do it. It's what is going to bring you closer to that light, closer to that better thought, feeling, and working up that emotional scale, as Esther and Jerry Hicks would say. So focus on activities and things that will bring you light right now, whether that's fitness, whether that's baking, whether that's doing craft with your kids, whether that's talking to your loved ones over FaceTime, whatever it may be. Do the little things that bring you closer towards the light and bring you joy, and even moments of laughter, because laughter is still important during these times. The situation isn't something to laugh about, absolutely not, but having those moments of just joy and laughter with your loved ones, with your friends, with your your family that you may live with, is so important, because laughter does help as well. So I think most of us do need to laugh a little bit in our lives at whatever may be funny, whether it's funny memes or something like that, or puppies, because otherwise I think we'd probably all cry. But definitely find those little things that spark that little bit of joy for you, that spark that light laughter, because all of this will help to help you move towards the light as such, move towards that positivity, and move solidly and consistently towards, up that emotional scale as well, because you can't just go from here to here and expect to stay there, because, we are all experiencing this for the first time. I'm a newbie, you're a newbie, everybody knows a newbie at this. None of us have experienced this in our lifetime. It's really like our grandparents, especially for me here in the UK, our grandparents obviously went to war, and we're being asked to sit on our asses and watch TV. So, I feel incredibly blessed that we don't have to go to war or do anything like that, that we can, you know, use this time to go inwards if we can't go outwards, you know, in the outer world outside, and go inwards and have that time to really, you know, focus on anything that we've been avoiding or things that are coming up. Like a lot of emotions will be coming up for people. Like I've noticed myself the other day, for instance, when I was getting orders through my shop, I started having panic attacks, and I haven't had panic attacks, gosh, in 4 or 5 years. And you know, for me, when about 6-7 years ago, when I was in my first bad relationship, my anxiety was that bad that I couldn't leave the house. And for a split second, I felt like I was back in that moment where I couldn't leave the house, and I was like, oh, and I really had to catch myself and say, Emma, it's okay, you're not in that place anymore. You can leave the house if you want to. This is a completely different situation. So if you're like me and you've had moments where you haven't been able to leave the house before, maybe you've even had chronic illness where you have been housebound for a period of time. I know my friend Hannah has, and obviously she's experienced the same things. It's almost like those triggered memories come up of, whoa, and you have to catch yourself and say, you know, it's not like that this time. It's different. We can leave the house. You know, it's just a very different but weird place to be in, definitely. So turn towards the light wherever you can. My next tip is finding peace. And what I mean by finding peace is obviously turning towards the light will, you know, absolutely contribute to that positively anyway, and keeping you calm, keeping you grounded. But definitely keep yourself grounded through this time, whether it's sitting on your lawn, getting out in nature, whether it's doing grounding meditations. If you want a good grounding one, I have a free one over on my website when you sign up to my newsletter. So go and get that freebie, because you know, this, especially during these times, will really help to ground you and focus you daily to what's important and what you need to be focusing on right now. So continue to ground yourself, but more than anything, don't think about the whys right now. A lot of what I've been seeing online is, why is this happening? What's the spiritual meaning for this? What's the divine plan for this? Why is this happening? Is it New Earth? Is it all of these like different, you know, what spiritual people are saying is happening? And I really resonated with what Kyle Gray said of, we shouldn't be asking these questions right now. None of us know why this is happening. None of us. You know, we can tune in, we can kind of get an idea, and you know, I do believe, you know, further down the line, we will be able to look back and say, right, that's why that needed to happen, and look what positivity came from this chain of events. I do believe that will happen, but I think asking the whys now is not the right time, because it almost dehumanizes what's happening. It almost takes away from the sad fact that people's loved ones are dying, and that is sad. Like, people are experiencing grief and loss in many forms and ill health, and I just don't think we should be sat here saying, oh, well, it's all cool because it's a new earth. Oh, it's all cool because all of this is going to happen. And it's like, no, let's just be present right now. Let's just be present and not future trip. Let's just be present and think about what we can do right now to hold that space for healing, to hold that space for people to feel held during this time, and to hold ourselves as well, because that's equally as important. So if you are, you know, someone who's like, I want to know why this is happening, you're future tripping. And we've all done it. We all want to know why something's happening. Take any of your big manifestations in your life. Like, you'll always want to know why, when that happened, why is this bad? Like, if something negative's happened, for example, you'll be like, why is this happening? Like, what's the reason? And we never know why things happen. Like, I've had, you know, really awful, tragic, heartbreaking things happen throughout my life, and I've always wanted to know why something's happened right there and then. And it's only, you know, a couple of years down the line where you're able to look back and say, oh my God, if that hadn't have happened, like, this chain of events, which ended up being like really amazing for me, wouldn't have happened. So I think pull yourself back into the reality here, like into the present moment, should I say, because we don't know why this is going to happen, and we probably won't know for a couple of years or until we're well out of this. So I think it's wrong for people to be guessing, because none of us know. None of us know. And I think right now, being present here in the now is the best thing you can do, because when you're future tripping and you're looking at conspiracy theories, or you're looking at, you know, what everyone's saying about New Earth or whatever, like, you just get lost from the present moment, and then that spirals into fear as well, and then it's almost like taking away from what we're meant to be doing here right now. We're not meant to be here pushing, manifesting, all of this stuff. And another thing I'm seeing is like, you know, people saying to like, you know, spiritual teachers saying like, manifest, this is the best time to manifest. And you see like Gabby Bernstein, Marianne Williamson, all the greats who are like, no. And I agree. Like when I saw this stuff, I was like, no, no, no. Right now is not a time for manifestation. Let's manifest and set the intentions for collective healing, being held, be grateful for your health, you know, manifest great health for yourself, your loved ones, the collective healing of Mother Earth, you know, manifesting that this is, you know, people are protected during this time. Abso-freaking-lutely, let's manifest that. Those are the types of manifestations that really are needed right now from all of us. But if you are sat there at home on lockdown trying to manifest your dream life, let me ask you this. Is your vibration going to be in the best place possible to manifest that? Like when you're looking at your vision board, visualizing, manifesting, you know you have to be in alignment to how the version of yourself who has that manifestation. So right now we're all feeling uncertain, fear, maybe nervousness, a bit of anxiety. So you are putting that vibration towards your manifestations, and like that's just a hell no. So really I think, you know, if you feel in a good place to do it, do it. Like, you know, you're the best judge of what you should be doing right now. Like not me, not anyone can tell you that. But equally as well, just be mindful of it, of a lot of people are falling off their spiritual practices right now. They're not doing their daily gratitude. They're not doing, you know, their spiritual practices and such. So equally, it's harder to build up that emotional scale without that consistency. So again, just be mindful. You don't have to be doing anything right now. There is plenty of time to manifest your dream life. There is plenty of time to achieve everything you want to achieve in this lifetime. Right now, I believe is for slowing down, for realigning, and for trusting and flowing. Trusting and flowing with this process and seeing where it takes you. And everybody will be different of what they feel called to do right now. So my next tip is to tune into your heart space, listen to your heart, because that is your best guide, as we know, during this lifetime. So there's a lot of noise online about like Shakespeare wrote King Lear during the Black Plague, and then it's like, oh my God, I need to write like a world famous play. You know, even I felt the pressure. It's like, Jesus. But you know, right now you don't need to be doing anything. Let me repeat that. Tune into your heart. You don't need to be doing anything. What does your heart tell you need to be doing right now? Is it exercising? Is it resting? Is it playing? Is it creating? Is it reading? Is it nature? Is it flowing? Whatever it is, your heart space will tell you exactly what it is you need to be doing right now. If you are meant to birth and create a timeless play, you will. Like divine timing will always play into here. So, you know, again, what I said earlier, you have plenty of time to achieve everything. Like this isn't a setback, this isn't delaying anything, this was always meant to happen. Remember, the story's already written. Like when you are meant to achieve what you're meant to, you will. And naturally, if you feel called to writing that book, if you feel called to creating something, do it, but do it without pressure. Do it without the judgment of having to achieve something. Do it because it feels fun. Do it because it's actually like, yeah, I actually feel really cool to do this. So my best tip is tune into your heart space and tune into what it is you feel you should be doing right now, not what everybody's telling you to do online. Like I can give you all the suggestions in the world, and I did in my previous video, but again, you're the best judge of this. What feels good to you, what's going to help you turn towards the light, what's going to bring joy to you during these uncertain times, what's going to help you be in the present moment, and what you need to address during this time as well. Whether it's that outer creativeness, birthing, being productive, or whether that's that feminine inner healing journey. You will know where you feel called to go, so trust that. And to end this video on a positive, my new book arrived through the post yesterday. This is the first copy I have seen, and I am super freaking excited. So it is my book Positively Wealthy. If you haven't heard me talking about it already, I love the spine as well, and I love the embossing on here. I didn't realize they were going to do this. So on the front cover, on the white text, it's all really soft and sparkly. It's all embossed. So the pre-order is up now, up on Amazon. I will obviously link it down below for you. I'm going to do a proper video all on this because obviously I want to give it justice. But I just thought I would show you it because it's really brightened up my day to receive this through the post, and to see my hard work being an actual book. And does anyone else have a thing where they sniff books? because my book smells really good. If you are a book smeller, and I know that sounds really odd, but I am someone who really enjoys the smell of a new book, this book smells great. And I know that sounds absolutely stupid, but you got to take the little joys in life right now, and smelling a good book is one of those for me. So I will do a video soon all about my book. So thank you so much guys for watching my video. I hope it has really served you and brought you some joy today, and I'm sending you all so much love and hoping you are all keeping safe and well wherever you are in the world right now. So thank you so much guys for all your views and likes. I really appreciate them. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, because I would love to see you again soon. Don't forget to also comment in the comments box down below with your thoughts on this and what's helping you right now get through this, because I love replying to them all. And also don't forget, if you'd like some extra support right now, I've got my free Law of Attraction support group over on Facebook, where you can join myself and other like-minded souls, where we talk all things Law of Attraction and spirituality. So I hope you have a safe, well and bright week whatever you are up to in your homes, and I'm sending you all so much love, and I'll see you next week for another one of my videos. Lots of love guys.